and welcome to Florida, man. On today's episode, we tackle one of my favorite topics, conspiracy theories. Like all Floridians, I love a good conspiracy theory. From the very low-end, boring ones like I'm convinced my roommate doesn't own a towel, to the high-end truth ones like 9/11 was an inside job. It's said that when nature disguises the truth, it is a mystery. But when humans disguise the truth, it is a secret. Conspiracy theories play on our logical understanding of secrets and unsolved mysteries, but oftentimes jump to the wildest conclusions. I believe the truth lies somewhere in the middle, which brings us to our first conspiracy theory, QAnon Gate. Trump supporters love the QAnon conspiracy theory. But what exactly is QAnon?
We don't exactly know who Q is, okay? Q is not one person, okay? Q is a bunch of people. They're on the inside. They're the good guys, and they know the real story, what's going on, and it's all about ending the deep state.
It's not a conspiracy, it's fact.
Donald Trump was picked by military leaders to run for president as a way to kind of bring down the deep state.
I am 100% behind Q. He's working for the president, he's working for our country. There's things that have been going on since the assassination of JFK. Terrible things.
And it involves the whole Space Force, possible alien life, like pedophiles, and it just seeks to tie all of that together. And I feel like, I know we've discussed it a lot of times and we're like, I'm not really sure I believe that part of it, but yet I don't think he's lying to us.
So, this conspiracy theory started in 2016 when a white supremacist Twitter account posted NYPD's discovery of alleged pedophile sex trafficking ring found in Anthony Weiner's emails, linking to the Democratic Party. Now, this fanned the flames that there is a sex trafficking ring that's run through a small local business in DC called Comet Ping Pong. It's a pizza shop which infamously became known as Pizzagate. Now, I'll admit, there are some very strange connections and questions of how owner James Alefantis got his money. He was in GQ's 50 Most Powerful People in DC, but he's a restaurateur that only owns 2 restaurants and like a fishing company. And then WikiLeaks leaked emails exchanged between him and John Podesta, mostly regarding Obama fundraising, what kind of pasta they should make. The DC police did investigate and found no connection whatsoever to a crime or even any of the allegations in Pizzagate. Then, in 2016, posts on 4chan by a user identifying themselves as Q Clearance Patriot posted messages in a thread titled Calm Before the Storm, which was a reference to Trump's cryptic description of a gathering of United States military leaders he attended as the calm before the storm.
You know what this represents?
Tell us, sir.
Maybe it's the calm before the storm.
What's the storm?
Could be the calm before the storm.
What storm is
We have the world's great military people in this room, I will tell you that. And we'll have a great evening. Thank you all for coming.
What storm, Mr. President?
You'll find out.
The storm is QAnon parlance for an imminent event when thousands of alleged suspects will be arrested, imprisoned, and executed. Q later moved to 8chan, citing concerns that the 4chan board had been infiltrated. Q stands for Q-level security clearance, and that's at the Department of Energy, which is required to access top secret information about nukes and shit. So, the theory is very far-ranging, wild, and when fact-checked, it is mostly false. For example, Q claims that there's a deep state within the government, such as Obama, Hillary Clinton, George Soros, plotting a coup while simultaneously involved as members of an international child sex trafficking ring. Seriously? It also has Debbie Wasserman Schultz hired Salvadorian gang MS-13 to murder DNC staffer Seth Rich, which I'll admit a very weird murder. If you don't know, look into it. But it also alleges crazy things like Kim Jong-un is controlled by the CIA, as well as Trump pretending to collude with Russia to get Mueller to counter coup and bring down the deep state. Like, dude, Tom Clancy couldn't even write this shit. If it was a James Bond movie, you'd think it was written by a fucking 8-year-old. But the thing is it plays on what most of us agree is true. There is corruption in government, there are child sex trafficking rings, and that rich and powerful people are doing some secret shady shit. However, this theory jumps to the most wild conclusions, and when you simply fact check them, baseless.